Alright, last one on the practice test, number 8. Plot the following points, -3, 0, that's point A, and B, 0, 2, C is 4, 0, D is 5, -4. Alright, -3, 0, 0, 2, 4, 0, and 5, -4. Okay. This is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Now, when you it says use your straight edge to draw lines A, B, and C, D across the grid. So important to get it across the grid. Now I'm going to try this on this PC tablet. It's not easy to draw straight lines on here, I have to confess, but I will do my best to get one. And you're going to see that I'm going to cover the whole grid with my line. So you should do that as well. Big mistake people make is just drawing the line from point to point, which you don't want to do. Alright, let's get a different color going for this one. Alright, so and there's the other one. Okay. Not perfect, but here it is, the rest of it. So that's done. Now we write the formula for the distance between 2 points. Point 1, x sub 1, y sub 1, and point 2, x sub 2, y sub 2. Alright, so here's the formula, and many of you have passed proficiency on this now. So if you haven't, here's another chance to get some practice with it. So it's distance equals x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1. And don't forget that the sub 2, sub 1 just is identifying the x-coordinate from point 2, the x-coordinate from point 1, the y-coordinate from point 2, the y-coordinate from point 1. And most of you have now gotten over that habit of matching up the two numbers from the ordered pair. Here you got to match up the x's, so they're from two different points. Here you got to match up the y's from two different points. Alright, now we're going to actually use this formula to find the distance between these points. So here we've got for AB, and they want the exact distance, by the way, and we'll talk about that when we get there. Alright, so if I take the x-coordinates, I've got 0 minus -3 squared plus 2 minus 0 squared. And that in turn equals, remember that the opposite of, or minus -3 means plus 3, so that's 3 squared. And 2 minus 0 is 2, so that's 2 squared. Alright. Next step along the way here is 3 squared is 9, 2 squared is 4, so we have the square root of 13. Square root of 13. Now, a lot of you would go to your calculator now and get me 3 point something here for an answer. They want the exact distance. This is the only way to express the exact distance. Now if I'd had 16 here, for instance, instead of 13, square root of 16 is 4. That's a whole number, because 16 is a perfect square number. Then I could have gone ahead and square rooted it and expressed it as 4. But this is not a perfect square number. 13 is not a perfect square number, and so therefore it is it is only expressed exactly this way. It's an irrational number. Alright, so then let's look at what about CD. Alright, I'm going to do that over here. CD, so we have CD equals the square root of 5 minus 4 squared plus negative 4 minus 0 squared. And I'll give you the lecture one more time about how you never get a negative value after you square it. 1 squared is 1. Negative 4 squared is 16. So at this level here, right here, you never get negative values after you've squared it. Some of you have been getting that, so don't get negative values there. Square root of 17. Again, 17 is not a perfect square number. So there it is. Square root of 17. That is the exact answer. So what are the coordinates of the point that is collinear with A and B and also collinear with C and D? Remember what collinear means? It means it's on the same line. And that point is right here. It is 3, 4. Alright. That is the Chapter 4 practice test. Good luck. Look at these as much as you need to over the weekend.